What's up guys, Julien here, and today we're going to be doing something a little bit different. Today we're going to be unboxing something and reviewing it. Today I have something I've imported from Japan, as you can see by the text on the box, and it's for the Nintendo Switch. This thing is from Hori, so it's a third-party company, but it's officially licensed by Nintendo. So as you can see by the Japanese text here, it doesn't really have an English release or an American release, or Canadian release for that matter. So for those purposes, I had to import it. Now this product is called a Nintendo Switch Portable USB Hub. It's currently, again, only sold in Japan, and it allows you to basically have all the features of the USB-C dock that comes with the Switch, except it does not have an HDMI pass-through. So that means that you can play the Switch and plug in USB controllers and charge at the same time, all in handheld mode, but you won't be able to connect it to a TV. So this is a really niche product, I would say, specifically pretty much only for traveling people. I'm going to be taking a pretty long flight, so that's why I was interested in this, and it also acts as a much more sturdy stand than the flimsy stand on the back of the Nintendo Switch. Alright, so now in the box we actually end up having, you know, your standard pieces of paper, pieces of cardboard, pretty decent packaging here, I guess, whatever. And this is all that comes with it. There's no extraneous wires. You have to have everything yourself, and this is pretty much it. It's a piece of plastic with some wiring in there, and it has this nice yellow sticker. This product's rated to function at 4 different angles: 30 degrees, 40 degrees, 50 degrees, and 60 degrees, all while your Nintendo Switch is plugged into it. It has this nifty lock button here on the right here that you know, locks it in place, so you can portably pack it, and if you push it, it allows you to move it to different lock positions. So your Nintendo Switch will obviously sit snugly right here, where there's a USB port as well, and we'll see exactly how well it fits in there. The USB port is flexible here, so that means that it won't actually snap off as easily as you would come to expect from other docks. So that was a nice plus that Hori mentioned in there. Now Hori is known for making fight sticks for Nintendo Switch, also for other companies as well, and that's why I pretty much think that they made this as well. So you can bring Dragon Ball FighterZ, for instance, or Super Smash Bros. Ultimate on the go and play with your favorite USB controllers, such as the GameCube controller or the you know, various licensed Hori fight sticks for the Nintendo Switch. This will allow you to plug in USB controllers in handheld mode on the go and practice your combos while you're waiting in line for your next tournament. So as you can see, the Nintendo Switch fits snugly on there, and they decided to put the USB Type-C connector on the side of the stand so you can pass through your charging cable without having to compromise your Nintendo Switch standard position. So I'm going to plug in the charging cable now, and you'll be able to see that it indeed works. You can see it's charging right now. It's at 100% charge. And the next thing to check is obviously the USB ports to work. So I have a GameCube controller here. If you didn't know, the Switch does work with the Nintendo GameCube controller, so long as you have a controller adapter like this. So I'll go ahead and plug that in, and we'll see. So as you can see, I've got my GameCube controller here, using the C-stick as you can to move left and right. If you really want, you can see the controller here, and I'm moving. And you can use a GameCube controller in handheld mode now. That's pretty cool, and that's something you previously were unable to do on the Nintendo Switch. We'll see this action in Super Mario Aces. Now, of course, I'm gonna suck while trying to do this at the right angle, but as you can see, you can play Super Mario Tennis with a GameCube controller, which is super sick. One, you could have always done this so long as you had a dock, but you can do this now in handheld mode, which I'm a big fan of, specifically because I travel a lot. Now, it wouldn't exactly work in a cramped situation like the New York City subway system, but you could totally see yourself practicing some Nintendo Switch Super Smash Bros. Ultimate combos using this, and maybe even having a fun time with Mario Tennis Aces with your GameCube controller, because I actually prefer to play it with a GameCube controller. So now comes to the verdict. Would I recommend this product? Now, as you can tell, this is a pretty niche product made by Hori to meet a demand for a very niche audience. So I'm not entirely sure why they made this. I think that it's super useful for me because I'm a commuter, and I hopefully plan to travel more in the future on an airplane where there's a handy surface that you can put this on. Now, that being said, it does have quite a few features. It gives you 4 USB ports, so you can plug in 4 different controllers if you need to, or you could potentially play 8-player Smash when Smash Bros. Ultimate comes out. It's provided you have 8 controllers, 2 USB adapters, and 7 other friends to play the game with. And I think that would be a little overcrowded in the fact that you would all be huddled around a Nintendo Switch, not on a large screen, not projected onto a large screen. So that would be a little ridiculous. But I think that having the option is pretty sweet, and given the portability of this dock, I think it is actually worth it, provided you are in this audience. You are a diehard Nintendo Switch fan, and you travel quite a bit. So you need to be a commuter for this to have any value to you, otherwise it's going to be collecting dust on your desk someday. It seems to me that the package implies that you're going to be using a USB keyboard with the Nintendo Switch at some point. I think that's a little far-fetched, but for fighting game fans, for people who commute, I think this is a worthy product. I'll put all the links in the description below if you can't find it otherwise, but I think it was a pretty easy find for me on just using Google, so I will put all the links there. That being said, you have to import it currently from Japan, so it is a little more pricey than it should be. If you're in Japan, great, go ahead and get this. But if you're not in Japan, it's going to be more pricey, and so that means that hopefully Hori brings this product over in the future to America across the seas, and I think it'll be, a pretty decent seller for them. There are a lot of commuters in America, although a lot of people drive as well, so you can't play Nintendo Switch that way. Alright, so that's about it for us. Thanks so much for watching this video. If you liked it, definitely give it a thumbs up. Maybe consider watching the rest of our content. We have a podcast every Monday, a Overwatch type show on Wednesdays where we review Overwatch matches. We also discuss the Overwatch League, and we put out Let's Plays on Fridays. So if you are interested in any of that content, go ahead and subscribe to us so you get notified of all our content being uploaded on this channel. Till next time, guys, I'll try to find some more weird Nintendo Switch products like this, accessories, or maybe I'll try to find some more of an interesting product to the rest of the audience. Catch you guys next time. Peace out.